Good morning, beautiful people. Welcome to my channel. I'm Nina, also known as Teresa, and thank you for joining me today. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to my channel. I like to do get ready with me's, unboxings, some reviews, mostly cosmetics and skincare. I do get a lot of items from Influencer, like even stuff like this that's not cosmetic or beauty related. So I will do little reviews here and there on them. And for those of you who don't know, this is Miss Jotty, my little doggie. I got her when she was 6 weeks old, and she's now 7 months old. So she has grown quite a bit. Anyways, today I am doing a get ready with me. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't, go ahead, give me a thumbs down. And as always, comments below are very welcome. Jotty, no, come on. And please consider subscribing. I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. If you like Get Ready With Me's, then, and I'm older, I'm 57. I'm not no young chickadee, so what you see is what you get. I don't edit, I don't use filters or anything like that. It's just me. So I will get started. I am using my June 2025 products from my IPSY BOXYCHARM box and shop orders. I know my last video I said I wasn't crazy about the Formula Z Pretty Magic Shadow Palette, and I'm not, because it's a cheapie. But today we're going to go ahead and use it. I have on a red shirt, so neutrals are always best. I have on white shorts, so we're going to stick with the neutrals. And so we're going to give this one a shot and see how the shadows perform. I don't like cheap packaging. I really don't. If you're going to skimp on the packaging, what else are you skimping on? And I want my palettes to last forever until I am done using them. Stuff like this, not good. I will use the Beauty Creations Own Your Beauty blush, and it is in the shade Mood Matte. So we're going to use that. That was in my box. It was a shop order, I do believe. Galactic. This was in my box. Blush Me and Glow Face Palette. Blush Me Light. It is light. You know, I'm going to go ahead and try using this blush again. I'll try using all three. The contour came out good, but I wasn't crazy about the blush, but we'll see how that baby builds up today. You know what I mean? You never know. I do have my new brushes out along with my regular usuals. I have out the Morphe Mini Continuous Prep and Set Mist, supercharged with ceramides and antioxidants. My favorite. I got this also in the box. It was a add-on. And I used my Cover FX Power Play liquid foundation, not in the box. I used my Cover FX Perfect Pressed powder in the shade Light, not in the box. Very loved, as you can see. And I just got this not too long ago, but it's really great. What else am I going to use? I'm still trying to use up the Pat McGrath Dark Star mascara in the shade Extreme Black. Let's see. I know I got I got lip liner out. This is by Evio Beauty, and it is a creamy lip SPO liner. And the shade is, I do not see a shade, but there we go. Okay, so and I got my coffee, of course. I did get out my Coach fragrance for today.
Now playing.
I accidentally hit my Amazon Echo. She was ready to play something. I don't know what it was. But anyways, so that is what we're using today. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you enjoy the look. So I have not used this yet. I think I used this as a lid shade, but that was it. Or I tested it, one of the two. I don't remember. Okay, so off with the glasses. This is the part I hate because I hate not being able to see. There is no mirror, so I'm using my little mirror. And we're gonna go in. That's a little too light. Jody, what are you doing? Are you trying to chew up my chair? Do you want to die today? Are you for real? Girl, don't go there. Don't go there. No. That's a bad girl. She chewed a little piece out of my chair. I mean, she wants to get clocked. Come on. I wouldn't really clock her, but I would put her in her pen. So she's up on my lap now. She just might want to stay there if she wants to live today. I can't believe she just did that. I heard her turn around, and there she is chewing up my chair. So, lay down. No coffee. She likes to get into my coffee. Then I gotta dump it out, wash it, and make a new cup. And it really ticks me off. Number one, coffee is not good for animals. Caffeine itself is really bad for animals. So I don't know why she does. Like one time I broke a glass, and she, as quickly as she could, started gathering up the glass in her mouth and running with it. Like, what are you doing? You know, and I had to get it from her, and luckily she wasn't hurt, and I had to put her in her pen, which I was doing in the first place, but I wasn't fast enough, because she was. Okay, I'm going to hit that crease, deepen it up a little bit. I mean, so far the palette isn't performing bad, but I really won't gravitate towards it because of the packaging, the cheap junk packaging. I mean, like, this is the kind of packaging you find on children's, you know, little girls' makeup in the toy aisle. So why would you... Come on, lay your butt down with your sharp claws. No makeup. No, no, no. Lay down, Cha-Cha. Her name is Jody, but I do call her Cha-Cha for short. My 14-month-old, well, she's getting ready to be 15 months this month, granddaughter, wait, she'll be 14 months at the end of this month, but she calls her Jaja as well. And man, is she walking. She is everywhere, you guys, I swear. It's like trying to keep up with her. And she loves her cousin Reynaldo. I mean, she hugs on him. She wants to play with him. Big age difference. He's going to be 10 pretty soon. But, you know, they play together, and sometimes he gets aggravated because he's trying to build something or do something. And she knocks it all down. But he taught her to do that. She does it at home too now, her mom told me. Matter of fact, I watched her do it at her birthday party. The other kids were building stuff with the magnetic tiles and stuff, and she was just kicking it and bashing it. And the one little girl was, no, 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 no. She was like 2 or 3. She was trying to tell her not to, and yeah. She didn't understand, why is this little girl trashing everything? But she was playing. She wasn't trying to be mean or anything. You know, she's just a baby. She was playing. Okay, gonna hit that corner with a nice dark deep brown. I can tell when my skin is having a very sensitive day, like today. I don't know if it has to do with the heat. I haven't even been outside. I've got the central air on, so. But the heat index is supposed to be ranging between 100 and 115 degrees. So, this week coming out of Cleveland, so. But my eyeshadow brushes irritate my eyes, my skin, when I'm having a sensitive skin day. So, I don't know if Reynaldo's mama's coming to get him today or not. Either way, if my daughter's going to her campsite at the campgrounds, I'm probably going to join her with or without Reynaldo. You know, depends on his mom. And go swimming in the pool. She said she did order some stuff for my granddaughter. My granddaughter is just, like I said, going on 14 months old. And when we were in the pool, was it last week or the week before? Last week, I believe. Yeah, last week. She wanted in. She had no fear of that water whatsoever because my daughter brought her over to see us swimming. Okay, now. Reds, stick with neutrals. For the lid, brassy, gunmetal, you know, anything like that. Even jewel tones look good with reds. So I think I'm going to go with this teal shade, shimmer shade. It's called Love. So let's hit that real quick. Not as pigmented as I would like it to be. I do feel like these could have performed a little better, but they're okay. Being that they're okay and the cheap packaging, you know, after this month, they'll probably get tucked away and not pulled out for a very long time. Okay. clean my finger off. I know I put a wet thingy over here. Can't, oh, there it is. Little cotton pad. Okay, that is it for that palette. I'm gonna get out let's see, the Farrah highlighter in the shade, I think it's Sahara. I can't really see because I don't have my glasses on. And I'm gonna get that brow bone up there. Get my corners a little bit. And this corner a little bit. I am going to hit my nose with this. I will use the other one as well, but this one is nice and light. Okay. How we doing? How am I doing? Now, we're gonna blend it all. Blend it up really good. Blending is important to me. Everybody's different. Everybody likes different ways of doing their makeup. It doesn't make any of us right or wrong. It makes us us. Some of us have a very unique style. You know what I mean? So maybe a little bit more bold than others, or, you know. Okay, I am going to hit my lips with that lip liner real quick. Before I lose it. I'll knock it down, or Jody will knock it down. One of us will. Then I won't be able to find it. It is a little creamy. It says it's creamy. It is a little creamy. It did show up a tiny bit on my coffee cup. Got an itch. Okay, let's get out. Looking for my other. This is the Essence Stay and Play Gel Eyeliner. It's waterproof and long lasting, and this is in the shade But First Espresso. I do love this liner. It does do what it says it does. It is waterproof. It is long lasting. It stays on until I take it off, and it doesn't smudge or gather in the corner of my eyes or anything like that. So I do like it. I do, you guys. Like, this is the first Essence product I tried, and I really like it. So we can definitely say, get my water line a little bit there. We can definitely say the cost has nothing to do with the performance. Yeah, I definitely don't care for that Formula Z palette, to be honest. I really don't. But we tried it. Like I said I would. Okay, now I'm going to get out the Galactic face palette. And I am going to start with the bronzer, of course. I'm going to hit my nose a little bit. I'm using the tip of this brush, and then I turn it around and blend it down a little bit. Now, this contour bronzing shade is very pigmented. So, get under my lip a little bit. Okay, now for my cheeks, face. I am using it in the angled position. Really, to get a better application, they say the further away, the better control you have. I'm 57. I've been wearing makeup since I was like 14 years old. So I'm kind of set in some of my ways. I do like to learn new ways to do makeup, but you know, it kind of has to fit me. But I do try sometimes different things to see how I like them compared to the way I'm currently doing it. But guys, some habits are hard to break, right? This old dog tries to learn new tricks, so bear with me. I'm old. No, I'm not. I don't feel old. I am not old. I ain't even gonna go there. Why did I close this? Okay, now we're gonna try to use the blush, see how it goes. This time, we're gonna build up a little bit. Using big brushes in little palettes sometimes can be a pain in the butt. I'm going to go across the bridge of my nose a little bit, or a lot. Okay, now we are going to hit that highlighter in here and see how that does. This will be my first time. Let's try my usual brush. Well, that's a little better. Hit the tip of my nose. I am going to go back over my cheeks a little bit. Got a little bit too much, went down a little bit too far with the highlighter. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now for the setting spray. This is my favorite, so I should have got like 10 of these babies. I love it. Now, the Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara. Let's put that down and grab out this again. This is getting to the bottom of the barrel, guys, so. Today, it's supposed to hit the very high 80s. Tomorrow, it's supposed to be in the 90s, but the heat index will be, like the real feel, will be like 115, you know, something like that. So, you really got to be careful in that kind of weather. Now, going to my daughter's campgrounds, of course, sitting outside is exposing us. Now, she does have a lot of shade. If it's the sun you want, you go over by the pool. They got lounge chairs. You can just lay in the sun. But she's a very nice camper, and she does have internet and TV, stereo, Bluetooth, and she has central air. So, you know, if I get too hot, I can go inside. Now, I don't go to the campgrounds to be inside. I can stay home and be inside. So I like to go and jump in the pool, hang out around the fire at night, you know, roast some marshmallows. I'm diabetic, so I can have a couple, and I'm still good as long as I'm drinking that water. But I opt out of the s'mores because of the chocolate, you know. That's going a little overboard for me. And I try to stick to healthier choices. So I'm not going to pass up on a nice toasty marshmallow from time to time. But I will pass on the chocolate. I'll ask her if she's doing any meat on the grill. If she is, I'll take some meat. I might even take some nice veggies sliced up, wrap them up in a foil packet, and stick them on the grill. I have a chayote squash, and they're a little on the sweet side. They're really good, very nutritious. You can leave the skin on, you know, the peel, or you can take it off. Either way, you're getting some good nutrients there. Of course, leaving it on is even more nutritious. But, and what else do I have out? I have a green pepper out. I have a zucchini out. I think I have some onion. I'd have to, oh, my daughter's allergic to onions, that's right. No onions. And I have kibasi out. So that's pretty yummy. Spray the foil down with some olive oil spray. Put a little sea salt or Himalayan salt on there. Some garlic. Yum, 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 yum. Now, when wearing reds, sometimes it's good to wear like a nice bold look on your eyes or a nice bold look on your lip. If you're doing a bold lip, go easy on the eyes. If you're doing bold eyes, go easy on the lips. That's what they say. You do you, though. You do what you like. You know me, I gotta pile on that mascara. But I think that's good enough. I do. Okay, I am gonna spray a little bit of the Coach fragrance on. Now, it's hard when I'm around my mom because I love fragrances and my mom's allergic. It gives her a bad headache. So it's like, and I used to get in her car and she'd say, "Do you have fragrance?" it was just habit. It was a habit. I don't know yet if I'm going to wear my hair up or wear my hair down. I do have a coffee maker to return to Walmart, and a pair of shoes that I bought for Reynaldo, and he don't like them. They were just little deck shoes because he hates socks. So in the summertime, he likes to go without them. Now, I'll wear deck shoes. I'll wear any tennis shoes with no socks when it's hot. I think it looks fine and it feels fine. So that's just me. Other people are like, how can you not wear socks? You know? So who says is there a rule or a law that says we have to? You know what I mean? So, but if I'm out there today, I probably will put my hair up because my hair gets very fluffy and frizzy and in the humidity and the heat. So, and I sweat less when it's up, but just dropped my hearing aid off the top of my ear. Yesterday, that sucker just quit on me. The battery didn't die. I don't know what happened. So I did put it on the charger, and I left it on there for a little bit and then put it back in my ear. I have significant hearing loss in both ears. And you know, I was explaining to my daughter, you know, people don't realize what that's like. And they get frustrated with you and they get upset with you because you can't hear them, because they have to talk loud, because you're talking loud, whatever. I'm saying, don't turn around and talk to me with your back facing me or from another room. I need to see you. I need to see your lips in order to hear you. I'm putting the help from the hearing aid together with what I'm seeing, because I'm not a great lip reader, and if you mumble, I definitely can't read your lips. If you have a full mustache and beard, it makes it even harder. But to be able to hear your entire life, and then one day, sound is gone. If I take my hearing aids out, I don't hear the fans. I don't hear birds when I'm outside. I don't hear rain. I don't hear thunder. I don't hear none of that. I can't hear my granddaughter sing. I don't hear the microwave beeping or the timer go off on the oven. I don't hear none of it. It's all, I don't hear you. To lose that is upsetting, to say the least. Very frustrating. And I didn't grow up with no hearing. So it's not something I'm used to. It's hard to adjust to. So I always tell people, you know, bear with me, because this isn't the norm for me, but it's something that I'm having to deal with now. Now, I did get hearing aids. They did help some, but now they don't help that much. I need new hearing aids, but my insurance doesn't cover them completely. The new ones are stronger and better and more adapted. They make them for my hearing level. I had 70-some% hearing loss, 73 and 78, something like that, and now it's 86 and 89, 86 and 93 or something like that. Anyways, percent hearing loss. So I'm getting closer to 100% hearing loss. And I will get there, he said. Eventually, I will get there. And I need people to look at me, speak clearly, speak loudly, and bear with me. If I get it wrong, tell me I'm wrong and tell me what you did say. Say it in a different way, whatever. Now, it's harder for my grandkids to understand because The little ones, they don't quite understand what's going on. So it is what it is, guys. But anyways, I hope you all have a beautiful day. For those of you in the really severe weather, please stay safe. Stay cool today. Stay out of that hot sun. Drink plenty of fluids. Jody just got her head laid back on my vanity, just staring at me. Like, I think she thinks I'm talking to her, bless her heart. Her eyes are right focused on me, too. Yeah, she's a pretty girl. You are a pretty girl. My grandson has 2 kittens he was finding needed homes for. I thought he told me 4, but he corrected me last night. There's 2, a little orange butterscotchy creamsicle looking one, and then a little gray one. So he had a little bit too much to drink, and he was at a friend's house. She's a girl, but he don't like her like that. She was just a friend. And she had 2 cats, a male and a female. And this was the second time the female got pregnant. I don't even want to know what happened with the first batch of kittens, the first litter. But this litter, she was throwing them outside. The ones that she hadn't found homes for yet, she was just throwing them outside. Yes, I'm saying kittens. And at some point, she threw the dad outside so that her cat won't get pregnant anymore. I'm like, hello, get your cats fixed. Or don't have cats. If you cannot be a responsible pet parent, don't have pets. It's your responsibility to keep them safe, to keep them clean, to keep them from breeding and making more pets that people don't want and that end up in shelters or in bad homes, dead, living on the streets, anything. Don't do it. Don't get them. I have to bathe Jody. My groomer, like, totally dropped off the face of the earth with me. So, I'm responsible for these things. Yes, I asked my daughter to clip her nails, but that's my responsibility. And I have to find somebody to do it or do it myself. If I can't groom her, I need to find somebody that can. That's my responsibility. I have to give her fresh food and fresh water every single day. And I have to replace her water several times a day. I had to house train her, which I pee-pad trained her. It's my responsibility to do these things. And it's my responsibility to get her fixed. You know what I mean? To keep her from having more babies. She's never had any, and she's never going to. Well, she's only, like 7 months old. Come here, Jaja. Jaja. Come here. I'm peeking. I'm peeking. So, yeah, I mean, be a responsible pet parent, for God's sakes. So, yeah, she was going to throw him outside. So he took him home. He already has his own 2 cats. Mimi, and I think the other one, I forgot what the other one's name is. Is it Sebastian? No. But anyways, he has 2 of his own, and they are fixed. He got them fixed himself. And like my granddaughter, I think she has 4, and she got them all fixed. Be responsible. Now, Jody, I have not got fixed yet. I'm having a hard time with her first heat. I don't know if she's had her first heat yet. If she has, she's done a darn good job of keeping up with it, because I haven't noticed. So, I haven't seen any blood anywhere, nothing. Not a thing. So, will you stop it? I'm not talking to you and playing with you. No biting. No biting. And your claws are pretty sharp on these under these shorts. Ugh. So anyways, yeah. So, but my granddaughter's friend wants the little gray one, and my niece, great niece, she is picking up the little orange one on Sunday, tomorrow. So they did get good homes, and that was all he wanted, was to keep them off the streets, because she was throwing them out. She already threw the dad out, but my grandson wasn't there when she did it, wasn't able to get him. But get your pets fixed, guys. I mean, breeding animals in some cases is very irresponsible, or not fixing them so that they can't breed. That's very irresponsible. You know what I mean? So just get them fixed and you won't have these problems. If you can't get them fixed, then don't get them, period. But anyways, my little animal lover spiel today. So you all have a beautiful day. Stay nice and cool and take care. And I will probably see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye. Stay beautiful.